Salutations everyone, welcome back to Let's Play Turok Dinosaur Hunter. I'm gonna go ahead and run over here and try to get this grenade. We got some bullets and 30 arrows. I probably won't even use those arrows, honestly. I like to use the tech arrows, which are explosive arrows. They're pretty awesome. They're super useful against the Purlin, which are the big green guys that you saw earlier. In the previous episode, I hate these guys with the grenades, they're so annoying. Alright. Enough of the BS. Alright, sweet. I swear, I don't know where that auto shotgun is. I know it's in this level, I can't remember where it's at. It's like on one of these walls, it looks like this. It just looks like an ordinary wall, but you're able to climb it and fight a really tough enemy called the Campaigner Soldier. They are probably the worst enemies in the game. They hit like a truck. They have these plasma rifles. Oh, that's loud. And they're terrible, man. They're so bad to go up against. We're gonna get the shotgun here again, and we're gonna get some explosive rounds. Take these guys out in one shot. So my obsession with this game, I never got to explain that because I was kind of just trying to piece together the story for you guys before I got into my personal story with why I love this game so much and why I'm so obsessed with it. We don't need to go to that. We've already went to both secret. Oh yeah, there's these secret portals that show up in the game. There's only 2 possible ones, so just take that into account. If you've already been through both and gotten what you need to get, you're not going to get any other bonuses if you've already gotten through both portals. But why I'm so obsessed with this game is when I was really young, I mean like 6, 7 years old, this guy is really getting on my nerves, 6, 7 years old, my aunt was dating this guy who he had his own apartment and close to where we lived at the time where I grew up as a kid, and he would play this game non-freaking stop. I mean, I'm not even joking. The guy, we're just gonna run past this guy right here. Running right past him. Don't even have to waste ammo on him. Nothing. I'm sure he's not happy about that. But, he would play this game constantly. This is a new enemy, by the way. These are called Leapers. They're super annoying. I'm going to try to just jump past them. I'm not going to fight them. They're not even worth the ammo. Unless we get overwhelmed, then I'll start shooting them. But he would play this game constantly, non-stop, day and night. And I had the option of either playing on, his Super Nintendo, or watching him play this game. And like, I would say like 80% of the time I chose to sit next to him and watch him play this game. No kidding. And it's kind of funny because I didn't even have a Super Nintendo or anything. You know, we grew up, you know, kind of poor. All that we had was the Nintendo and just a regular NES, which was actually a hand-me-down from the same guy, ironically. And he would eventually end up giving us that Super Nintendo that I would play on too. But like I said, 80% of the time I would just sit there and watch him play this game because it was just so damn cool. You know, watching him killing dinosaurs and robots and aliens. Yes, there are robots and aliens in this game. We'll get to that later, like much later in the game. This is spiritual invincibility. It makes everything go crazy and disco-y and rainbowy. Let's go ahead and grab it. Whenever you kill enemies, they die in slow motion. I like to call it the Turok Tango. Let's find a guy to kill, like right here. It's so funny. I absolutely love it. It's so damn funny. The lights don't help either. Like, it legit looks like a dance club or someone. Breakdancing. But what is going on with that raptor? Oh my god, he's like inverted for a minute. But yeah, I have so many, you know, good memories watching him play this game and just being absolutely fascinated with it. And I didn't know, you know, like how big this game was. There is a map, so I'm showing you right now. Somebody just got killed with a grenade again. They died twice. There's a map. You know, the game is like, at first, the first time you play it, it's pretty big. I mean, like, it's kind of overwhelming because the whole goal of the game is to find these keys, and then on the very left-hand side, next to the number of the level, that's the chronoceptor pieces. And you don't have to have the chronoceptor pieces to beat the game, but it makes it to where the final boss is basically the biggest pushover in video game history, and it goes down in one shot. So we're going to go ahead and get the chronoceptor pieces, just because we can. And that's kind of the point of the game, right? Oh, beetles. Very, very weak enemy, but just super, 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 super annoying. Not as bad as leapers, though. Leapers are the worst. These guys are really, really annoying, too. But yeah, my aunt, she would let me stay up all night and watch him play. And I didn't know, you know, how big this game was. You know, I didn't know there was a map or anything like that. So what had happened was, after I got older, there's not, I don't think there's anything in that. I think it's just health. I'm pretty sure it's just health. Let's look real quick, though. Yeah, that's a full health. When I got older, I had gotten my second Nintendo 64, because my original one, I had played so much it just burned out. And I got a copy of this game with it, because I never had a copy of this game. At one time when I was a kid, I had a copy of Turok 2, because I never could find a copy of the first game. For some weird reason, no one, like, sold this game. I don't know why. I could never find a copy of it. It was always just Turok 2. And I had Turok 3. I had Turok 3 and Evolution. I just never had this game as a kid. I don't know why. It's super, super weird. We're going to go ahead and run down here and grab our next gun. It's the assault rifle. It's going to be insanely helpful just throughout the whole game. Especially in level 3. But it's just throughout the whole game. It's going to be very, very, very helpful. It's like, basically it's a faster pistol. Alright, we're getting close to the end of the first level here, actually. So I got a copy of this game with my second Nintendo 64. Popped it in, you know, thought it was going to be just a straight, you know, run and gun, just point A to point B, shooting stuff, blowing stuff up, that's it, one and done. And boy, was I sorely mistaken. Whenever I was running around and I would go through a level and I would miss chronoceptor pieces, I would miss keys, and I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. I would look up walkthroughs, and it would be like, oh, well, go down this cliff and jump across this gap, and I'm like, dude, the map is, this game is huge. I don't know what hill, what cliff you're talking about, like, what? So I just started playing it, like, non-stop playing it, trying to memorize it, where everything was, and eventually I did. Eventually I got to the point where I knew where everything was, and I knew, you know, how to get every key, every chronoceptor piece, and that's just, you know, the obsession just got worse, and that's pretty much the whole gist of it, you know. I've always had a love for this game. Here's our first chronoceptor piece. It looks really weird. It looks like something out of a Windows 98 like program or something. Go ahead and grab it. I mean, I guess it should though, because this game came out in like 98, 99, something like that. Alright. But yeah, that's, you know, just... And ever since, you know, the first time I beat it, I've made it to where it's one of those games I have to beat at least once every year. Now, I did put in, like, over 25 hours into the Switch port, only because it was the first time I got to play it with really pretty graphics and longer draw distance. And I just got my Switch. This is probably the first game I think I bought when I got my Switch. I'm pretty sure this is the first game I bought when I got my Switch. Our next key. One key left to find. I really hope I didn't miss it. I don't think I did, but I really hope I didn't, because that's going to be embarrassing. Pretty sure I didn't, though. I need to stop wasting my tech arrows. We actually need our tech arrows, either our tech arrows or explosive shells for the next level, because the first boss, no, I have not missed last key. Okay, good. The first boss in the game is called the Long Hunter, and a lot of people have trouble with him. He actually is a pretty big pain in the ass. Okay, cool, we got more tech arrows. You have to fight 2 trucks, or like SUV Jeep looking things first. And then after you fight those, you have to fight him, the guy, like the Long Hunter himself. And he has a plasma rifle, which does a lot of damage. Like, for an early enemy, boss, whatever he does, he's pretty rough. But if you are able to find the minigun early in the game, which there is a minigun early in the game, and get it, the minigun shreds. I mean, like, dude turns into wet toilet paper against the minigun. It just obliterates him and the trucks, and it saves you a lot of time, a lot of health, a lot of tech armor. Tech armor is basically it's just armor in the game. So our last key, beetles. Our last key is down here. Jump on down here. Turok has invincible legs. I mean, he can outrun dinosaurs, so he's got to have some pretty strong legs to outrun dinosaurs. But to land like 20 feet and still not break anything, he's doing pretty well for himself. I mean, it really is no wonder. This guy's like Superman. The Turok must have like some kind of superhuman abilities like the Belmonts do. There we go, and our last key. Now I'm pretty sure this opens up 2 levels. This opens up level 2 and level 3. But we're gonna go through them chronologically. We are gonna grab the minigun though out of level 2. The way you grab the minigun out of level 2 is you have to have either explosive shells or tech arrows, and you'll blow these stalagmites and stalactites. They look like this, and they're covering the minigun. You blow it up, and just go in and grab the minigun, and you're done. And then that's pretty much it. If you don't have the minigun against the Long Hunter, explosive shells are your next best bet of killing him. That's really the only 2 things that I know that honestly really can do any kind of damage. I mean, you don't really have anything else, but, well, tech arrows. Anything explosive will do a lot of damage. And that's for really any boss in this game. Anything explosive, explosive shells, tech arrows, anything like that will do massive damage to the bosses. Well, besides the Chrono Scepter, of course. So this is the hub. This is where we'll be putting our keys in to access other levels. That is the last level right here. It makes like a sun. That's pretty cool. And it's like a big pit. We just jump on down through there and get instantly ported to the last level. But let's go ahead and check out what we got here. These, level 4 of the ruins. It's a pretty good level. I like it. It's really fun. It's kind of weird. It's linear, but at the same time it's not. It's kind of split up. Sorry, I had to get a drink, but it's kind of split up. It's linear in a sense, I guess. It's strange. Treetop Village is probably my favorite. Well, it's probably my second favorite level in the game. It's actually probably one of the more linear levels too. It's really hard to miss the key in that level. Whereas some there, it's really easy to miss them. But this level, not so much. You just gotta really be careful not to fall. And honestly, the Treetop Village could have been where the floating city used to be, if you think about it, from Turok Evolution. So, something to think about, you know. If you're that, like, in-depth with the lore as much as I am. I mean, I'm a freaking nerd with Turok lore. Alright, level 3, the Ancient City. We do have enough keys to open it up. We're not going to go in there yet. The Ancient City, it's pretty fun. There's a pretty big pain in the ass platforming part before the boss. Like, big pain. But, if you're careful, you know what you're doing, it's not too bad. It's just platforming in this game is wonky. But, there's a save point before that time, so if you do die, you can just, you know, start back at the save point and go from there. But it's not too bad. It's where we encounter our next enemy, the guys that paint themselves up to look like skeletons with the blow darts and all that craziness there. They can be rough. They can be rough, but not a bad level. It's alright. The Catacombs, not the biggest fan of this level. It's very confusing. It's like a big maze. If it's kind of claustrophobic, it has a lot of the blow dart enemies in it. You can get really wrecked really fast in that level, on top of being lost. It's not so much that I don't like this level, it's just very complicated. The Lost Land, that is my favorite level in the game. It's balls to the wall. It has campaigner soldiers riding on top of triceratops with machine guns and rocket launchers, and it's just a testosterone-filled wet dream, and I adore that level, like, with everything I have. That's just where it begins and ends right there. I love this level. This level's amazing. And then, the jungle. Is it our last one? Yeah, it's the ruins. The jungle, so, I do love this level, but this is where my frustration kind of started with finding the keys, and I'll show you what I mean when I get to that key. There's a key in specific that really pissed me off when I was a teenager because I couldn't find it, and I had to look up a YouTube walkthrough, and then when I did find out, I felt like a complete idiot, and I still do feel like a complete idiot for not seeing how obvious it was to get to the key, but it's okay. You know, stuff happens. We all have our moments, so. But yeah, overall, it's a super fun level. I really like the jungle. It's really cool. It's where stuff really kicks off for this game, since the first level is kind of like a prologue to get you started and used to everything. But I'm gonna go ahead and end the video here. When we come back, we'll take on our first real level, level 2, the jungle, and I'll show you how to get the minigun and all the other keys, the chronoceptor piece, and all that good stuff, and then we'll see how much time we have left after that. Like I said, they're all pretty long levels. We might get started on the Ancient City. We'll see, though. We'll see. Oh, well, sorry. I forgot to show you the final confrontation. Yeah, there it is. It's pretty neat. But, yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, if it's helped you at all, please leave a like, subscribe, and share it. And I will see you guys next time here on Let's Play Turok Dinosaur Hunter. So I will see you later.